Yeah. Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the functions concept in Python. A function is a block of code which is used to perform a specific task, or you can say a function is a block of code which will be executed upon calling. So this functions concept will support the modularity. Like the other languages, Python also supports the functions concept. So two kinds of functions are there, user defined functions and predefined functions. Now today we will completely talk about user defined functions. So let me open the IDLE. Now, so first thing is we have to learn how to create the functions in Python. What sort of grammar support it is providing. So let us see. So in Python, the functions are created with the help of the keyword called def, define. So help, if you provide that def, you will get the description about the def keyword, right? So if you want to have some user defined function object, you have to take the help from the what? This def. So then after you will get the some sort of description about this def keyword. Now let us see how to create what are the different sort of topics under this function. Let me save this file. Now, so I already told you we have to start with the keyword called def, right? Then we have to give one user defined name for the function. Whatever the rules you have followed for while defining the variable identifiers. Similarly, when you want to assign the names for the functions, you have to follow the same sort of rules. So let me have a function show, then left parenthesis, right parenthesis, then colon. You must ends with the colon, then you have to press the enter. See, automatically the indentation is starts. So wherever the indentation is starts, there only you have to write the code. For example, here I will write print hi. Then again, if you want to add one more here, print Aitam. If you want to write one more, print CSD. Now, so this is what the function. Now here, if you see here, this is a keyword, def is a keyword, show is the function name, and we are not passing any arguments which is ending with the what? Colon. Then after, this function consists of 3 lines. All the 3 lines were aligned properly. Now let us call this function. Now I will call this function show run module. Yes, right. Now you might have a doubt, sir, what happened if this alignment is like this. Save it. Let us see what is the error being thrown. See, unexpected indent. So all the 3 lines must be aligned. So 3 statements you have to do, you are providing here, right? Then you must provide all those things under one right? Now this alignment you must align with the remaining other. So what happen if the alignment is like this? Then it is part of the program, it is not part of the function. See. Now what happened? This is the line is part of the program. Even if you not call this function also, the CSD will be executed. The print CSD will be executed. That is part of the program, that is not part of the function. If you want to make it part of it, ensure that all the 3 lines must be, let us execute it. Now this time it won't execute it. Why? Because without calling the function, the statements won't be executed. Now let us call the function. How many times you can call? You can call as many times. You can call as many times. Right? So 2 times we call the function. So thereby it has print 2 times. The hi Aitam CSD has been printed 2 times. Now here the function calling I am going to keep at the starting, then the function definition I am going to keep at the ending. Let us check it, will it support or not. Yes, right? You have to understand one point here. First you have the function definition, then only you can call the function. Then only you can call the function. Right? Now save it. Run module. Run module. Now, so coming to the what is the nomenclature rules for the function name is, now let us give like this 1 2 3. Then I will call with 1 2 3. So let's see will it support or not. See, it is not supporting. It is an invalid syntax. It is against to the rules. It is against to the rules. Now open. Now, so what I will do is I will add a. Here also I will add a. Then after so that means one thing we have to understand, whatever the rules we have followed for the identifier, the same sort of rules you have to follow for the what? Functions. The same sort of rules you have to follow for the what? Functions. It has to start with alphabet or the underscore. Now let me give underscore. Now the function name is what? Underscore 123. See. So what are the rules are here? Here we can write the rules. Rule 1 for the function name, it has to start with alphabet or underscore. Right? What is the rule 2? The subsequent letters can be from small a to z, capital A to z, and 0 to 9 and underscore the subsequent letters. Then sir, what could be the name of the function length? Function length. Okay, let us, we will try. Okay, now this is what the function name. Now I am calling the function name. Now let me call it. Save. Now let me run this. Will it throw any error, or we will check it? Yeah, it is executed. Yeah, can keep, there is no limitation here, but you have to understood that you have to provide the meaningful names for the functions. Meaningful names for the function, then only one can understand. Then only one can understand. Now, can we use any other special characters other than underscore. Other than underscore means no, you should not use. You should not use. Now let us check it. Underscore a hash. This is what okay, hash you leave it, comment, right? Okay, dollar. Now that is what the function underscore a dollar. I am trying to use the what? Special symbols. Now underscore a dollar, I am calling the function, it won't accept. Why? Because other than underscore not accepted, right? So you should not keep, you should not keep the special characters in your function name other than what? Other than underscore. Other than underscore. Now let us see the other things. Now, so dollar is not acceptable. Dollar is not acceptable. Now rule 3 is what? Rule 3, other than underscore, all other special characters are not allowed. Not allowed, right? So far what we have understood? We have understood that def is the keyword, is used to create the functions, then after followed by function name, then after followed by left parenthesis, right parenthesis, then we will have the colon, then after we will have the block of statements. The block of statements must be aligned. The block of statements must be aligned. So this is what is about the basics of the function. Now here, this another thing you have to understood is, for a function we can pass the values. We can pass the values. Now here is the function for which I have passed the a and b. So what does its data type? Since it is a static typing, you no need to worry about its data type. Now I will call those functions. See, one time I have passed 1, 2. The other time I have passed 2.1 comma true. Then I will call one with list 1, 2, 3. Then here I will give one dictionary. Yeah, right. Then after I will call the chauffeur one more time. Then I will give one tuple. Then I will give one set. Then I will call the show function again. Here I will give some complex number. Then after I will give one string. So let me execute this. Right. So you have to understand one thing here. You can pass the parameters. You no need to worry about the data type, since Python is what? Static typing. But if you see here, what are all the things you have passed here? A and B. These are technically call it as what means the parameters. These are technically whatever the data you are passing to the functions is called parameters. Whatever the data you are passing to the function is called parameters. A and B are the what? Whatever the arguments you are passing, technically it is called it as what? Parameters. Now how many number of arguments are there in the function? The same number of arguments you must pass when calling the function. If you are trying to pass lesser, see here I haven't passed anything. See, definitely it will throw an error. See, what is the error it is throwing? Show missing 2 required positional arguments. Show missing 2 required positional arguments. So let me pass only 1 and then see what it is happen. So again it is throwing what? Missing 1 required positional argument, that is what? B. Right? Understood? So that is what you have to be taken care here. You must pass the arguments, required number of arguments, then only it will get executed. right? Whatever the parameters you have, required parameters you have mentioned in the function, the same number of arguments you have to pass while calling the function. You no need to worry about the what? The data type of the arguments which you are passing. The data type of the arguments which you are passing. So if you pass two, or if you if you use the two parameters in the function definition and pass the two required positional arguments while calling the function, otherwise it will throw an error. Otherwise it will throw an error. Even if you don't know anything, you can pass the none also, not an issue. See, I am passing the none. Then run it, right? None. But whatever the arguments you have passed, how many number of arguments you have passed, the same number of arguments you have to pass when you are calling the function. When you are calling the function, if there is a mismatch, the number of arguments in the function definition, the number of arguments in the function calling, definitely it will throw an error. Definitely it will throw an error. Now you might have a question, how many number of arguments that you can pass? You can pass the n number of parameters. You can pass n number of parameters. For example, for this show, I will pass A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So I have passed 8 arguments. Now eight arguments I have passed. Now I will call the function show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can, for a function you can pass n number of arguments, and similarly within the function itself you can, within the file itself you can write as many functions. You can write as many functions. Here it is the one more function. You must have the what? Colon. Then here I will use print CSD. Then I will call this display function, and you can also call this display function here also. There is absolute not a worry. So now run it, see it here, right? So like the other languages, once the function is defined, you can call anytime. You can call any time. So within the Python file itself you can have n number of functions. For a function you can pass the n number of parameters. N number of parameters. N number of parameters. Now listen. Already display is there. Now I will have the one more display. One is the with parameters, one is without parameters. Let us see, will it accept or will it throw any error? See, now there is a what? There is an ambiguity here. Oh, sorry. Here display is okay. Now here I have to call display. Now one is the display with arguments, the another is display without arguments. See, display take 0 positional arguments, but 8 were given. 8 were given. So that's why you have to keep the unique name for the function. You have to keep the unique name for the function. Okay, I will remove this. Let me check it. Will it accept or not? See, display take 0 positional arguments, but 8 were given. 8 were given. Whatever you have provided here, this is overridden by the latest display. It is taking it as a what? 0 arguments. So that's why if your Python file consists of n functions, ensure that all the n functions are unique names. Unique names. Once you assign the one name to the function, the same name you cannot give to the another function. If you are trying to give the same name for the two functions, the system will throw an error. The system will throw an error. The error is also based on the latest function. Based on the latest function. This is what the thumb rule you have to understand in case of functions. Now, the next thing you have to understood is, in Python the function can return a value. For example, def cal a comma b, a comma b. Then I want to do some sort of calculation here. Then return. So I will do a plus b. a plus b. Now I will call the function print call 4 comma 3, 4 comma 3. Now right, so here, like the other languages, Python also will return a value. Python also will return a value. Now how many values a function in Python can return is, see, now a plus b, a minus b, a floor division b, a modulo b, a exponentiation b, and a divides b, and a multiplied b. Now, so let me check it what's happening. So I am trying to return so many values. Will it accept or not? Yes, it can return the multiple values, but it can be written as a single argument. It can be written as a what? Tuple. It can be written as a what? Tuple. Still, if you have a doubt, you can check it. Type what is the return type of the call function. In case of Python, you no need to worry about the return type of the function also. So it can dynamically understood that what is the data type it is going to take. Yeah, there is a function. Now save. So dynamically it will understand that it is the return type of the call function is a tuple. You no need to worry. Statically you no need to mention. Dynamically it will understand what is the data type it is going to return. What is the data type it is going to return. Is it clear? So this is what you have to understand here. Functions in Python can return a value, can return multiple values by taking the help of the what? Tuple. Now if you want to use only the first addition, then since it is written as a tuple, what you can do is call 4.3. Here I will mention as a first argument only I required 7 will come. Right? So based on the index value, you can access the respective computation value. But remember, in Python, it can return only one value. How the multiple values will be written? The multiple values will be written by taking the help from the what? Tuple. By taking the help from the what? Tuple. By taking the help from the what? Tuple. So like the other languages, Python also can return the values. If it required return the multiple values, how it is going to return is, it is going to take the help from the what? Tuple. It is going to take the help from the what? Tuple. So that's all for today. In the next class we will discuss about the next topic.